You ready? You ready, Minnesota? Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm so glad to be out of the swamp for a bit and back in the great state of Minnesota with my best friend and my better half, Jackie Emmer. Thank you, Jackie. And, of course, all of you. Thank you to Chairman Han for co-hosting with us and to all of you for being here tonight. Tonight is an exciting night. Not only do we get to come together and reflect on the conservative values that have made our country great, but we get to hear from the 45th President of the United States and soon to be the 47th, Donald J. Trump. It's an incredible honor to have President Trump with us tonight. And it's an incredible honor to share with you that because of his partnership with us, our state party is out of debt for the first time in over a decade. Jackie always tells me to stop, take a breath, and smile. Otherwise, everybody thinks I'm angry. So there's your smile, Jack. President Trump's visit to our great state is a true testament to his grit, determination, and fighting spirit. No sham trial is going to keep President Trump off the campaign trail. And it's definitely not going to stop us from turning Minnesota red in November. If the current state of our country has proven anything, it's that Americans cannot afford 4 more years of Joe Biden in the White House. Look right here in our own backyards. Hardworking Minnesotans are being forced to grapple with lingering inflation thanks to the Biden administration's reckless economic agenda. Every community has become a border community under Joe Biden's border crisis. A known terrorist was recently arrested in Minneapolis after being caught at the southern border a year earlier and then released back into our country. Fentanyl is flowing onto our streets and killing our kids. Brave law enforcement officers are being wrongfully prosecuted to fulfill radical Democrats' woke anti-policy agenda. It's got to stop. Students are writing "Death to America" on the outside of our universities, and squad member Ilhan Omar is cheering them on. By the way, Ilhan, if you're listening, you should support the country that has been so good to you. As my friend Kendall Qualls says, hey girl, how about a little gratitude with that attitude? And by the way, if you're that unhappy, Ilhan, with our constitutional republic and the freedom it provides, why don't you move to a country you do support? And by the way, don't let the door hit you on the way out. The Democrats' far-left failed agenda has produced nothing but chaos and catastrophe at every turn. But our Republican Party remains stronger than ever. And we're not going to stop working to get this country back on track. I've had the privilege of representing Minnesota's 6th District for several years. And more recently, I was elected by my Republican colleagues to the number 3 position in the House. I can tell you that our small but mighty majority is working around the clock to counteract Joe Biden's devastating agenda and govern where the Democrats have failed. But controlling 1/2 of 1/3 of the government can only get us so far. We have to expand our majority in the House. We have to flip the Senate, and we have to take back the White House in November to put our country back on a better path for years to come. And this is where I was headed, and I have no doubt that with President Trump at the top of the ticket, we will get it done this year. It's clear that the momentum around our conservative movement has put Democrats on notice, and they're doing everything they can do to try and stop it. From locking President Trump down in court, to kicking him off the ballot, to shielding Joe Biden from being exposed as the elderly, incognizant man that he is. But the contrast between these two candidates could not be more clear. While President Trump touts his record of historic success, Joe Biden has to defend his record of historic failure. And I, for one, cannot wait to watch President Trump make that contrast crystal clear when he wipes Joe Biden off the debate stage next month. From the economy to border security to American leadership around the globe, there's no denying our country was much better off when President Trump was in the White House. And now, we here in Minnesota get to play a critical part in making sure he gets back to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. I don't know if you have seen the polling lately, but the word on the street is President Trump and Joe Biden are essentially tied in Minnesota right now, and we're just beginning today. Sadly, our state has not gone red for a presidential candidate since 1972. That is all about to change in the next 6 months. President Trump has an opportunity to make history here, and we're going to help him do it. To support our efforts, I'm proud to announce tonight that our campaign will be making a $100,000 donation to the Minnesota State Party to help. With 171 days until Election Day, now is not the time to let up. Now is not the time to get complacent. We have to out-fundraise, out-door knock, out-message, and outwork the Democrats so that we can put Donald Trump back in the White House and make America great again. Look, it's going to be a tough fight. And the Democrats have proven that they'll go to great lengths to try and keep us down. But I have no doubt if we stay united and we keep our feet on the gas, we will win in November. And our country and our state will be better off for it. Thank you all for your partnership and leadership in this fight. Now let's go get it done. Thank you and God bless. Thank you, guys.